Hey, what's going on, guys? Technician Gamer here, and today I'm bringing to you the track list for Ritz and his album Last Call. And I'm in shock. I'm very surprised by this because looking at this track list here, we see almost no features. There's a feature on number 12, and then there's a couple features on the last track, number 18. But other than that, Rittz basically did this album solo, and it's actually quite amazing that he did that because, you know, from the artists, we always get these albums that are, you know, maybe half the tracks at least, or maybe done by themselves, maybe have at least a feature, and then, you know, all the other tracks will have like a few features on them. But this is the first album, I believe, from Rittz where this whole album is just himself. And I'm actually quite surprised by that. And before going over the track list here, I will say that it looks like I made a mistake. Because on the last video, I had given info on, you know, when we knew the title and everything. And back in middle of July, Rittz had taken to Twitter and, you know, he put, "Can't wait until this drops." And so I had assumed that this preview that we saw here was for his Last Call album, but it looks like this is probably for N9ne's Strange Rain Collabos album here, as we also see when he says, "I'm so lucky to get to rap on tracks with amazing lyricists." And so it looks like this track that is previewed here will be on Strange Rain, since it doesn't seem that we see an appearance by N9ne on this album, which is amazing to me because N9ne is at least featured once, you know, on an album. You know, the Strange team, you know, they're family and they all help each other out, but, you know, yet again, like, this is pretty amazing. I don't even have any doubts for this because Rittz, he is an amazing artist. I remember when I first heard him on the track Mayday, which is off of Chris Calico's 2012 Kickin' and Screamin' album. And if you haven't listened to that, I will link it down in the description because that was the first time, at least I personally, heard of Rittz. And when I heard him, I was like, whoa, like, who's this guy? And then, you know, as time progressed on, he signed with Strange, and then, well, here he is, making albums with very little features, but what it looks like here is we have 18 tracks, and then with the pre-order track Happy Ending that you get for pre-ordering the album, it is 19 in total. As far as, you know, iTunes and I want to say probably Amazon and stuff like that, I want to say maybe iTunes at the least might have a different bonus track. And then as far as like Amazon, Best Buy and all that, sometimes you'll get a different track depending on the retailer, but iTunes, after, you know, pre-ordering from Strange Music, you will sometimes get a different track. But as of right now, we're looking at 19. So number 1, we have Middle of Nowhere. Number 2, Press Rewind. 3, Indestructible, which is actually available to listen to now. Number 4, Down for Mine. Number 5, Shootin' Star. 6 is Dork Rap. 7, Crash and Burn. 8, Reality Check. 9, Different Breed. 10, Illumination. 11, Into the Sky. 12, Fuck Cancer. 13, Lose My Cool. 14, So Long. 15, Victory Lap. 16, I'm Only Human. 17, Live and You Learn. And number 18, Win. So if I were to have maybe a top 3 for this album, and the tracks that I want to listen to first would definitely be, no particular order here, will be Press Rewind, Into the Sky, and then I want to say Crash and Burn or Victory Lap. So maybe even a top 5. So let's do Press Rewind, Into the Sky, Crash and Burn, Victory Lap, and then So Long. Those are probably the tracks that I would want to listen to first. I'm really excited for this album. I can't wait for a few more tracks to be dropped before the end of September when this album releases. And I can't wait to see how this album has turned out. Over on the Strange Music site, I will link it down in the description as well. There was a video posted. Looks like it's going to be a little mini series of the making of this album. And there's an episode 1 over on the Strange Music site that you can go check out that I will link in the description here. But that pretty much wraps it up, and there you guys have it for the track list. What would your top 5 pick be? Please let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave your feedback. It is always appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.
True self is without form. There is the shield generator.
Suiting up. I'm back in the fight. I'm ready to initiate self-destruct activating self-destruct sequence. All systems checked out.
System restored.
Payload is approaching its destination.
Be one with the universe. The payload